want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you gonna mean.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
Oh, yes, pick.
Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devontae Adams, 48 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just had an insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And it's second down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And that is incomplete. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Tyler Irvin back deep. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
His 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Slant to Adams. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who is
for the score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's passed.
And on the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Kenny Clark. Baker.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
A 33-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Tyler Ervin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. And this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 33 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Browns 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Touchdown, Packers. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't